All right, you guys. Hey, welcome to the Hoard. It's been a while, right? Um, so welcome to another edition of Day in the Life of a Lego Hoarder. Um, it's been a while. I haven't, the 2025, the last of it's been a slow year for me for Legoing. My husband lost his job at the middle of the year, and thank goodness he just started a new job that is in his career field this week. So, woo woo. Um, so I hope 2025 has been a little better for you guys. I'm not complaining. We stayed afloat. We worked hard, and luckily, my like making Lego jewelry really helped. So, any of you guys that are viewers, if any of you are local here in Phoenix and you have stopped by the coffee shops and picked up any of the jewelry, thank you. And if you're not local and you want to see the jewelry or uh, get some, you can hit up my Bricks and Kitties on Instagram. You can always DM me, and I post some pictures on there. But that's just info. But I would like to grow that this year. I really would. I really focused on it, and that's one of the things I want to show you in the hoard today. I made these earrings, and they're made out of a green pumpkin, a green cupcake, a little gold tassel, and a gold flower. And just they're Lego, but they're elegant, you guys. And I've gotten so many compliments on them. And so I've been wanting to make a hoard video for the last several days because I haven't opened these that I've gotten, but I've also been working on this. So there's a lot. There's a lot. But I was trying to clean before I made this video, and don't get me wrong, I did clean because you can see the floor. But the table, um, I worked on. It's been about a week or more. I have this Tuk Tuk by Lego, and I have some of these very important pieces. And I have all this hoard, and I used to have a Lego City for many years, but I took it apart. Most of the city still lives. I have two large plates over here, and the buildings are together. Some of them are packed away, they're down here. Anyway, I'm not focused on building a city anymore. I'm focused on building dioramas or one situation that can plug into the city later if I ever want to put it back together, right? And so um, that's that story. So the Tuk Tuk, I want to use the hoard that I have. I have all of this great Lego over here, and all of this down here, and all of over here, and all of over here. And yeah, I need to order bits and pieces sometimes or go find and dig them. And that's kind of why I'm at a stalwart on this. But I set a challenge to myself to see what I could build of this tuk tuk. And so I downloaded the instructions from Lego. And first, I made this one. It's so good. I mean, I had four of the sand green poles to carry that through. And I didn't have enough pink or any other of the slanted plates. So I went with what I had, and it's just awesome. I have a purple train window. I mean, where do you get that? I have no idea. But do you love it? I love it. Umbrella on the back, whereas the original Tuk Tuk has a fire extinguisher. I guess maybe they burst into flames a lot. I don't know. And then I wanted to make one all red, but that wasn't working out too well. So I made one in red and blue. I've got Emmett there. And so and a space baby, he's in the back. Can you see him? Let me see. There he is. The great thing about Emmett, you'll see he's wearing the piece of resistance. And so that's another major story wrapped in here is when I was digging through the red bin. It's handy. I'll grab it. So this red bin is a mix of James parts. That's James, my son, his Lego. And there's some maybe new stuff that we've added, like brand new. And then there's stuff that we would have picked off the random tables. And, but not a lot because James had a lot of red. So there wouldn't be a lot of used random pieces that would be in here. It would be mainly his. I would say 93% of these bricks in here are his, which means they're legacy. They're older. But while digging around in there, oh look, here's a neat fence. You never know what you're gonna find in here. Here's a cool old one of those. I have some of those in blue. I have that little bin right here. I'm gonna put that over there while I'm thinking about it. And did you see that? It has a red trans window that has connection points only on the sides. Where do you get that? I have no idea. That I know was not James's. That I know I found. But anyway, whilst pouring this out on the floor and digging through it, and I found a 1x2 brick, and then it has this weird square in it. And I was like, what the hell is that? And so I used the Brick Scan app and looked it up, and it is the piece of resistance. And it came with Emmett, which we have. We bought James the poly bag, the Lego movie, the first one. And so here he has he's detecting the relic, and that's Emmett. And he has the thing on the back so you can put the piece of resistance on it. And I was just so thrilled to find that because that proves that that was one of the sets we bought him. You know, we bought him hundreds of sets over the years, hundreds, grandparents, everybody. When he was 7, he said, look, you guys, stop wasting your money. Tell the grandparents, stop wasting their money. Stop buying me toys. I'm not going to play with them. Just buy Lego. It's all I want. And so that's what everybody did. And he would get stacks. Whoop! He'd get stacks of Lego boxes this tall, twice a year. Birthday, Christmas, right? And back then we didn't know how important Lego would be later, like monetarily wise. I mean, we knew they were expensive. We were paying for them. But we let him rip open the boxes. They were his toys. We let him play with them and enjoy. Some got blown up, some got played in the dirt. And at one point, I was like, okay, well, at least let's save the instructions. And then we did for years. And I don't know. When he grew up and moved to Texas for about a year, I'm going to say that's maybe the last time I saw them. So maybe he chucked them. I don't know. Anyway, on with the hoard. There was a story. I need a sip. I'm parched. Okay, so on to, let's see, the first hoard I was telling you about the earrings. So I got this. That's straight from Lego. There is more coming. They finally opened up shipping from Denmark. And so I have pieces coming from there. I actually have another shipment coming because I ordered some more things because I wanted to get James a Christmas present. And so I special ordered something and that's coming. But when I ordered these and the bricks coming from Belgium still, they sent me a free gift with purchase, which I don't order a lot of Lego. And I've gotten very few gift with purchases in my Lego lifetime. But why did I have to get one that I already bought? I literally bought this with VIP points, sitting down there with the collection of 4. So now I have an extra. And I was thinking, well, it's 365 pieces. Maybe I could part it out. I doubt that that is worth it to me to part it out. So I'll probably put this in the pile of maybe taking it to trade in. I did that not long ago at Arizona Brick Co. And I was very impressed with the turnaround of money that I got back out of the Lego. But do you guys want to open up this bag? Do you want to see what's in the bag? We're going to have to in a tray. Where'd that blue one? Oh, the blue one has a different hoard on it. Okay, before we open that, I'll show you that hoard. Well, I guess there's a story to that one. So we'll go ahead and open that. Let me grab a tray, because once it comes out, it's not going back in the bag. All right, can you guys see that? All right, I hope the lighting in here is good. I struggled for a long time to get, yeah, because Stacy doesn't edit. So it's one shot. All right, so this is technically business Lego, but technically it's not, because I don't make enough money to write anything off or to claim taxes. There's not enough money to do that. There's limits to that, and I'm not hitting that threshold. This is a fun hobby, but I call it business Lego because, I'm a hoarder. It's an excuse to buy it and an excuse to buy in quantity. So here we go. So these earrings that I'm wearing, I plan on making like 20 pairs of them. I hope they all sell. And I got orange pumpkins, orange cupcakes. Sorry, the window's open. And then they have these nougat colored ones. And so I don't know what the next ones will look like. I have, let's see, they make the pumpkins in red as well, but they didn't have them on the website right now. So I have some in my own collection, and they make a very cute earring. I usually just take them and interchange them, because I made these for myself, so nothing's glued. I just take that, take the orange cupcake and the tassel off the bottom and put that on there. And then the gold flower already has a hole in it, so I just put a jewelry rod through it, bent it around, and put it on a hook. And so now I can have my own earrings that aren't permanent. And then there is the orange and red one. I love it. And then I have some records. The record earrings sell out every time. And then some other things that I just want to try to figure out what to build. Sometimes I just order pieces like these magenta heads and magenta eggs. I don't know quite what I'll do with those, but how about the split bananas and straight bananas? I think those will make cute earrings. Oh yeah, I got like a Lego box, printed tile, so it looks like a Lego box. And then the backward pieces. So you put that on the back, and then you have a whole box. I probably should have ordered them in blue, so maybe I won't use those for that. I'm not sure. And then I got cameras, make some little dangly camera earrings. And so yeah, that's that hoard. Ice cream. And so there's some roses coming. The new rose elements stacked together on the ice cream cones. look like ice cream cones, way better than the little spiral pieces that they put out a while ago that look like ice cream. Okay, so that's that hoard. Sorry, I need a sip. Okay, so like I said, I haven't been focused on the city. I built the tuk tuks, and then right in as I finished the tuk tuks, I wanted to build one more, but I knew I just didn't have enough of these angled plates and any other colors to continue on that. And then there's a Lego Friends set. I love a lot of the Friends sets, but all of the ones that I want are over $100, which is fine, but I would not get any minifigs for that price. I would get mini dolls. Stacy's not into mini dolls. As a matter of fact, I sold all the ones I had. I steal their hair and chuck the bodies. And so set 71478. Again, thank you, Lego, for providing instructions. I downloaded the instructions. And now this is not true to their building because I used what I have. And here it is. It's very colorful. The flooring, the base, sorry, is way more colorful than the Friends one, but I didn't have the tiles, and I figured I have these because the curved pieces were very important, and I didn't have those in tan or any other color than these bright ones. So here it is. And so each floor is modular, and Lego did have a yellow slide on theirs. Theirs is called the Friends Community Center, I do believe is what it is. And mine is not a community center. But what is it? I don't know. It's cute as hell is what it is. Because literally, I've had all these parts. They're all here. And so the first floor is light green and white windows. And the second floor, I put a little bit of turquoise in there, or Caribbean. And then it has the darker azure or dark turquoise, whatever color you want to call it, windows with pink with the white siding. The important thing on this build that I want to keep true to the original building is the siding, the white siding, especially focused with white on the corners. And I didn't have enough to do this side. You need a lot of 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x3s to pull this off, and snot blocks. And so I did what I could. So I did flowers on it to kind of cover up where the white should be on this corner. And then you have the yellow layer with older regular yellow windows and new light yellow colors. And then this side, and that's where I had the slide. And so it goes down into the pool. And then, so I just finished this purple layer. I'm not finished with it. I'm not happy with it, but I need other bricks for it. I need to go dig in the used tables and find some other things because it's just not, I don't have enough things to make the corners look like I envisioned. But you can, if you can tell, I stepped the bricks back one. There are 16 studs across and 8 on the side. And I stepped it back one just to give some more texture. I'm trying to learn Lego window treatments, and you got to have a lot of like upside down parts and things like that, wedges and things that I don't have in these specialized colors. So it is what it is. But I am trying to, I didn't realize when I was building the first 2 layers that these doors on each end make it to where it is modular, and that any building, any floor can go on top of where the slide is. So the first two layers, I didn't really focus on that. So I'm trying to on these. Excuse me. So what will it be? I'm thinking the bottom will be like a flower shop or a coffee shop or maybe a little bit of both. And the rest of it will be like apartments. And I have this great curved pink staircase. I do believe it's either Paradisia or Bellevue. And it is just awesome. And so that's pink and gray on the inside because all my snot blocks are gray. There is no furnishings on the inside yet. And then I have the dark purple layer, right, with all these glass windows. And I'm not saying that that layer will stay in, maybe it even won't stay in this building, but I don't know if it'll stay there. I really like the lavender, really like having the pastels stick together. So we'll pop off the lavender plate and put that on there. And just see, and then just snap it down on each corner. But isn't that lovely? It's a whole look without the purple, without the dark purple. And then, but what the purple one is going to be, this is going to be my gymnasium. And which, how appropriate is that to have your gymnasium and then go down the slide? So I don't need very many parts to change the color. I just need some of these curved pieces. I would really like to do it in light blue, but I really want another light blue to carry through on this. And then I'm thinking, well, I do have all these bricks, so maybe once I'm done playing with this one, maybe I'll do one in the more primary colors. Do royal blue, red, yellow, and maybe just do all white windows with those so it has that one cohesive look. And then the purple can go with that. So who knows? And I've always wanted to connect two buildings with a walkway. And then I could fulfill that once I build the two towers. So look for that coming 2026. We'll see where that takes us this year since I'm not working on a city anymore. So speaking of, so when I was trying to find more purple pieces to finish this build, we went to Fallout Games, which, yeah, it's a game place, but they have this one in particular buys and sells used Lego. And they have tables you can go pick in. Way better prices than Bricks and Minifigs, but not as clean. You never know what you're going to find in there. But which is awesome because speaking of never knowing what you're going to find in there, I found a lot of minifigs in the bricks. And I spent $9 on these bricks. And I think I found what equates to about $60 in minifigs. Their one is just a torso. And so here's a guy. He's I do believe worth over $10. He's Old Castle. I'm not quite sure if his legs are right. They might be red. I'm not sure. But the torso and the hat and the face are all nice and legit. And then these legs aren't correct for this torso because the legs are also printed. But from what I can find, this torso itself from Star Wars, and it is in very good condition. There are no scratches. Um, no, I gotta put my glasses on, but his arm might have an issue. But there's no cracks on the sides, and yellow arms can be replaced. But that torso itself is awesome, and I've seen it for at least $15. So I could put that also in the pile to trade in. There's some more of these older conquistador hats. They're in a face. This guy is pre-Ninjago, And actually, he's a different faction. I can't remember. Is he the Bat guy? The Bat faction? He might be a. Oh, sorry. He might be a part of that. I know I've been recording a while, you guys. It's gonna be a long one, but we're getting there. We're almost done. But there was a Paradisia little torso with that little palm tree, and believe it or not, this little Steve guy here, he's worth quite a bit as well. Minecraft. And what was the other one? Maybe it was this one. Maybe it's these two guys. I can't remember. I looked everything up and it was about like $60 for this. I think maybe that guy was thrown into that. And I didn't look up this purple skeleton guy. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, I think it was just those guys. And then, oh yeah, this torso. This one has a dragon, a gold dragon face on it. So I got all those. And so that's good. If I end up selling any of them, let's be honest, I probably won't. Probably put this with James's things, and because that's from his era. I think he's painted a few of them to maybe try to look like that guy. So I'm gonna have to take a look at those. But I bought all this stuff here. I did not do very good at getting colors I needed for the build. So whatever. I did get some light blue things for the light blue build. So we'll see. Um, I guess we're done. That's good because now they're doing yard work outside. So you guys, thanks for popping in, and give a heart, give a like, give a subscribe, all that fun stuff. Tell your friends that it was just a fun Lego show, you know. But yeah, this is my hoard. No more Lego City this year. First time in a while. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Thanks for your time. Um, Come back every Tuesday. I try to do live on Tuesdays at like 8:30 p.m. Arizona time, but lately it's been on Thursday. So look for that. Tuesday night's live stream, Thursday edition. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the video here. Bye.